dads and sons are playing, and I think that was pretty exciting for us to stay for. So that's why we are here nonetheless. Jenny's there lurking in the background,
Hmm.
didn't really get enough time to actually show her up. Hey Jenny, just say hi, it's all right.
Hello, guys. How's it going? Okay. I mean, Evil is for Slam and the viewers. Oh my god, guys, keep it going. Keep it going. Yeah, keep supporting, keep loving. Don't go anywhere. We need you guys. So the viewers are, there's a thing in this hotel management, something like the customers are gods. Something like that. So for us, the viewers, it's the viewers. They're the gods, right?
Indeed.
So yeah,
That
respect
is
and
true
thank you so
indeed.
much for the 1,000 live viewers, and I think we should keep that up.
Hmm.
Let's keep that up,
Yeah,
guys.
it's true indeed. And given the fact that we are here once again for the final game of the day, it doesn't get more exciting than this because guess what, guys? Yes, you had Evil Esports playing the previous game, but we saved the best for last. And I think Linville looking at the draft, Jenny looking at the draft, you guys can tell that it is going to be a cracking game indeed.
I agree.
Indeed. So
I
all
agree.
the bands here coming in. Khalid, Chip, as well as Zushin. Bando from side of the blue team. The red team here going for a Mincetar and a Phobius band, which, they're looking for a assassin pick, perhaps this case. Maybe the Ling in this scenario and banding off the Edith there. Very smart decision. A lot of teams have been opting for the Edith as a first pick. Good starter, good hero in the meta. Has a lot of damage as well as sustainability. Even in those scenarios where it comes in clutch, just surviving from the passive of the ultimate and just bursting down. Even the first game, I think they managed to survive against the Ling, which is a huge deal, especially, since snowballing Ling can be the hyper carry, as Kron said, hyper carry in the name. Once he gets those kills, it's gonna be really hard. But DBZ here, on the first pick, Flaming Uchiha locks in the Ruby.
Oh, well.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, Jenny, he picked up the Ruby here, and I think Ruby just a counter to the assassins, and like Linville mentioned, there is a Ling that's available. You think they got to go for the Ling right now?
Could be. I mean, if they do have the confidence that, oh, no, it's okay. I can still manage. Could be. The Link is still a great option. But then, um, it's not there are better options. Oh, look. Insane on that Link.
There it is.
Yeah, and I think Insane is someone that's pretty famous because of his
Mhm.
Yep.
insane plays that he makes for dads and sons with that hero indeed. So right now we got the Ling on the red side along with the Arlot. I know people don't talk about the Arlot a lot just because we have a different EXP laners coming and popping around the lineup down in the form of the Khalid. That's been a priority pick. We got this Edith as well. We got a Phovius that has been doing well. Today we saw even an EXP lane Grok. The Ruby does really well. But at the same time, I think Arlot is kind of one of the best EXP laners that's
Yep.
kind of forgotten. He does provide the final slash
Yeah.
as a complete displacement of the heroes, along with a
Mhm.
lot of and he can change the tide of the game by himself because he can build tanky and be the difference maker like a front line as well. But on the other side, DBZ pick up the Cillian for the late game along with the Harriet to kind of bully himself into that gold lane. Not really sure if it would work out, but at the same time, we just got to find out, Jinwil, that in due time they go for the Claude indeed. So yeah,
Yeah.
what do you? I think the first phase is set. So what do you think the
Yeah.
band is about to be, Jinwil?
Well, Kronos, it's pretty much obvious, I think. Okay. Okay, that was not obvious. I wasn't going to say Suyo, but okay, maybe a Gato Kacha, maybe, no, for the Claude, or maybe a Jawhead. Okay, maybe Jawhead doesn't work there. But in this case, look at, sorry if that's in sense, they really have a solid game plan in their hands with the damage and the Claude, but they're lacking a little bit of the early game zest. So gonna be needing that. And the side of Android squad nerfs the spans off the Luo E, a lot of burst damage. I guess maybe the Lunox, they too are weak to a huge burst mage in the early game. And in this potential Invoker, a decent mage user, gonna go for a ban on the Bane instead. Really smart choice coming in from Dazin Sun, especially since, Arlet, he does have the damage at the final slash. He does have the sustainability and, the surprise effect with the flicker. But if the knockups from the Bane instead of the catch could be a huge steal. So pretty smart drafts coming from both sides, especially even the Claude here, who is a little bit weak to the crowd control abilities.
I have a feeling that they're maybe waiting to surprise him with a Valentina. Like, okay, you pick your heroes. Let me just pick a last and count, like, steal all your skills.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's a good point you make, Jenny. We haven't seen a lot of Valentinas pop up, and I think Valentina could be a good pick for the side of dads and son. But they do need that early game presence, like Linville mentioned. So maybe a Grok into the roam position just to kind of bully out the middle and get that fast wave clear and not be. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, what?
See, we got a Franco in the land of Dawn, ladies and gentlemen. This man's gonna be iron hooking his way to victory with them bloody hunts, drinking that ale. We thought we wouldn't see that in the form of Bane, but we get that in the Franco, and our very own Doom is gonna be picking that up. But at the same time, on the other side, they got the Nolan. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a smart decision against the Franco, but
Exactly.
Franco is not paired up with the right heroes. There's no instant burst that comes down with him.
Yeah, indeed. I think that has to rely a lot on his teammates as well as the positioning here. That's in sense they have the experience for that. But then again, you're facing up against a Ruby and currently a Gatot Kacha, which just might be detrimental to this Franco. Yep, and he locks it in. Just whenever Franco lands the ultimate, you go in and just crowd control all of the heroes that are close by. Because look at the heroes we currently have. They have the Ling, they have the Olet, and the Claude. Yeah, they're all going to be close to mid range, which is directly in range for the Gathakadas ultimate. And going in with the Nolan here has the early game also to compensate for the Sicilian, for the Harriet. It's very good coming in from Sev Andrews squad. Precise drafting, with the side of Dads and Son has to counter this. Looks like Invoker on the Aurora just might be enough for the rest of them to maybe counter it. Yeah.
No, maybe they expected Hayabusa or Nolan pick coming in, and they were like, okay, whenever they comes in, the bloody hunt. So secure the Franco.
Hope will find a way.
Yeah, and I agree. It's just the fact that they got a good draft going on their side, but we want to see that instant burst come out as well. And I think we have in sort of a way, but again, it all comes down to how their early game goes. It's just another instant CC. And the fact that they did lock in this Vexana provides that AoE damage that they've been looking for. It all comes down to how much of a separation can Doom provide in the early game compared to the opposite, roamer in the form of a Gatukacha or a Ruby that we haven't seen yet. So just a matter of time. I think, Jenny, this is where we say goodbye to you. You got to tell us which team you're going for.
The red team, AT, or what do you call it?
Oh, it's a DBZ Android Team Android
No,
Squad.
no. I'm not talking about team.
That's,
Yeah, the red team. But what's the name?
Dads and
it's
Sons.
Dads and Sons. Yeah.
Go for the same, but take it away.
Indeed.
Okay.
Let's go back into the line of dawn, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams watching down the lanes. Looks like it's going to be a fast rotate here in the jungle. It's going to be ganking towards the goal lane, perhaps. Their pressure is going to be applied a lot. And look at this Franco here. He's prepped up very early on, giving the info. The blue buff is not ready. And the rest of the team has the rotations already in mind, in play. Doom here, trying to go in for the hook. They're not going to make it in time there and go back to East River.
Look at that. Doom already getting the Iron Hook on towards the Bear Creep, denying that level advantage that the Nolan needs that we saw in the previous game against Evil Esports. But Linville, something might break down. Not really. As the Sanguine Claws out and kind of misses. Low Ninja here. He's the one that needs to scale up into the mid game while, oh my goodness, look at how this Doom is just keeping him in check.
Even uses the flicker here to further make this Nolan take much more longer time for clearing the jungle here. Meanwhile, no one's saying here, already going on to the golems, almost level 4. RD and Doom trying to zone each other out. Invoker here, dealing above damage, but another hook here. Future doesn't use it, but the Ruby gonna get the blue buff in this situation. But to what avail? Already so low in HP. Invoker trying to finish him off, and the Sicilian out in the middle of nowhere gonna be right on time for a gang by Core QT as the kill gets taken. But Barman here with the Colonel Dash finishes off Doom for a 2-1 trade-off.
Yeah, what a trade-off indeed. And I think this is what they really needed on the other side for Dads and Sons, while Breastplay here trading damage with Pamin right now and really actually getting the better end of the trade as he's frozen the minion waves in his favor. As the turtle's about to spawn in 5 seconds, and Insane doesn't have his purple yet, so he will be going for it, but wants to get the turtle first net, so prioritizing the team rather than his own personal buff that he needs might be the difference maker, as they're kind of denying Nolan the advantage that he needs so far in the early game, and that's where the Nolan has to shine, and not getting to do so means that Dads and Son will have the advantage come mid game.
Indeed. Very much so, like you said. That's the Sun here, precisely knowing what they have to do. Gotta try and go in for a dive, but not gonna land anyone. And try to go back in this scenario. That's the Sun here, precisely playing Call You YQT. So tanky, goes with the Vice Slash, but anyway, so low HP man survive hardly though. And the front line gets taken off by Doom with 3 members of Swipe Dads and Sons here, bursting him down. They're still on the aggression though, in bot lane it's looking quite juicy for them. Insane, it's ready for a gank, has half the blue buff. Meanwhile, the rest of the team of Dads and Sons here, just with the aggression and the invade. Doom here, not allowing this Nolan to breathe. Another hook, land with Tempest and the flicker. It is so over for the side of Android. Oh my god.
Yeah, Jinwoo, you said it absolutely right. It is over indeed. But look at that. Insane goes in. He wants to steal, and he did steal it away as well. Will they get the I'm offended? There's the Tempest of Blades, Linwell. But seems like they don't.
Ooh. Trying to go in, but not going to find an opportunity there. Especially, it's so low on form right now, Nolan.
He is, and I think that's the whole point of, denying the Nolan the early game, and Doom started, but look at that, he's going in for the Bloody Hunt.
Goes with the Bloody Hunt, yeah, with the BGI, trying to burst him down. Breastplay getting a kill there, trade off Famine here for Doom. Turret here, being chunked down, gold plating gonna be taken down. RD trying to go in with aggression. Gold minion so low on HP, not gonna use the arm offended in this case, and there's the Sanguine Claw, still not gonna find anyone. Rest of the team gonna be disengaged. That's in Sando still hovering over Invoker here on towards RD, might just go in with the crowd control abilities. Insane also diving in. RD so low on HP, I'm offended, not still used yet. Here comes the Tempest of Blade and bursts him down so fast. He didn't even get a chance to close that. She was speechless watching that action.
About to say that Pamin was just genuinely trying to do some damage, but Insane is just so fast on the Ling. Before he could even drop down the big sword, the Zaman Force, he's just out of there. Hey, quick wink and goodbye. He can't really do anything about that. And Corey QT this time leading the charge for the turtle, as the side of Dads and Sons have a 3.6k goal lead. RD here, I think he's biting off more than he could chew, Linwell, but seems like they're trying to zone them away.
Yeah, try to go in here. Edwig is in the range for the Retribution steal, but he is going to be 2 levels behind. I'm going to try and find it. Already getting knocked up so low on HP. Edwig also, call you team, gonna finish it off. Team onto RD, and the Bloody Hunt comes in. Sicilian not be able to move, and he is going to be taken down by the BGI. The killing spree for Lord Insane, as all the members of Android falls one by one, taking off the blue buff once again. Only Pamin left alive. Rest of them spawning in, goes on with his Allen Force, but not be able to find it, and just gets smelted instead by Lord Insane. 4-0-1 right now, 2-10.
Hey, I'm telling you guys, you got to put some respect on Lord Insane's name right now, because Pamin just tried to walk into the midst of everything, that purple buff, tried to pick it up for himself, went in, dropped his Zaman Force, dancing around like the Harrod should, but guess what? You can't really do much, brother. You got Lord Insane on the other side on this lane, but that hook connects.
RD here getting bursted down, Jeff getting another kill. 3-4 right now. Android Gaming not be able to do much in this scenario. That's insane. Prioritizing those hooks. And Ruby here in this phase not even that tanky anymore, just because of how much the different goal gap is. Insane here, hovering over the top lane, trying to go on towards mid. Deadly hook not gonna get connect there, and seeing 2 members of the side Android Gaming though. It's Insane diving in, goes in with Heavens of Blades, trying to burst him down. Purify comes in, still alive with a 7 of HP, managed to survive, but in bot lane, however, rest members of Dads and Son gets the kill on towards Ichida here. Quite unfortunate coming in.
Yeah, and I think that play came down to the fact that Lord Insane just got the Haas's Claws to get a little bit of the life steal, that extra bit of sustain that he needs in the middle of 4 people, actually able to avoid the I'm Offended as well that came in from RD and made the play. But
Oh, flash coming in from Koyuchi, gets the kill though from Invoker, and the burst of damage so much. Uchi are trying to go in and find some members there, not going to connect there, and gets hooked and semi-doom back into the fight as he gets belted up by Breastplate, getting a kill, try still going in. The Insane hovering over, goes in with dash, and Tempest of Blades coming in, and hook once again lands on towards Palman. Palman's so unfortunate right now as Audi gets taken down once again. It's only this Sicilian ninja here and Equivoke who just respawned.
oh my goodness, you want to see something really crazy, Linwell? Look at the coming in from Uchiha 030, Ninja 030, Pamen 230, RD is 060, and Echivok is 010 on a Nolan. I think Dads and Sons once again dominating the land of Dawn, as showing who's the daddy and who's the son.
In this case, it is looking very much like Android Gaming is a son, but they're trying to go in there. Claude pushing down the worker, zoning in there. The Holy Blast can be connected. And the rest of the members there. Oh, there was the taunt final slash. Towards RD, such a poor soul breastplate here, going to the back line, dealing a bunch of damage, but gonna be immuning all of that and teleport right back to safety. Iron Hook just missing, and a few millimeters onto its Ninja there. Rest members, Dad and Son, they got what they wanted, a kill and a distraction as the Lord is gonna be spawned. The rest of members are gonna be collapsing onto that Evoker with the start and breastplate, as well as Lord Insane starting it off. Rest members here positioned perfectly well. Doom with aggression, able to for threatening any hook in those scenarios. Might just go in for that, but they're going for a disengage instead.
Linwell, you know what? This might be the first game that I've ever casted in my casting career where I could possibly see the winning team's goal double the losing team goal right now. We are at 19,000 on the side of Android squad, but Dads and Sons almost doubling that, just 5k away. That could be ×2. And oh my goodness, that spells disaster for the side of Android squad. As the Lord, which is not a luminous one, comes down marching down the mid lane. This could be the fast end that we were looking for, Linwell. Could they beat the record of Evil Esports right now?
Might happen in this game there. As you mentioned, there, lane's not gonna be synced there. Doom trying to find a target, running along to RD, and managed to go in with a military now from Albert here, being dropped low. Insane going in the backline base. Duets also bursting down. Let's remember Android Gaming salvage. It just might be over here. Final slash with the flicker. That wasn't necessary. That's only one member. Equivoke left to defend all of this. And Dads and Sons moving on to the next round.
Oh my goodness, not just are they moving on to the next round, Linwell, they are moving on in style. They wanted to show that Manipur is not the only state that has the powerhouses. Guess what? Meghalaya has the power-ups as well in the form of Dads and Sons. They just broke the record of the fastest game in the Northeast Cup, which was 10 minutes 41 seconds, set by Evil Esports in their utter dominating game in game number 1. But guess what? This time, under 10 minutes. Under 10 minutes, Dads and Sons able to end the game. 9 minutes, 57 seconds. I am completely surprised. Yes, I can see your expression, and I think we got to turn into the cameras right now, folks, because Jenny and Jinwoo right now